Hi everyone, this is Carrie Whelan. I'm at our donation center for Isaiah 58 in Salem, New Hampshire. Thanks for watching this today. We have some absolutely amazing items here to help anyone in need. Everything is free. I want to thank the community for being so generous and supporting us to be able to make this possible. As you can see right now, we're outside on the porch. We keep an emergency area here. You'd be shocked at how many people live locally in tents and in cars. They can come anytime if they're cold and get coats, blankets, etc. And if children need coats and snowsuits and whatnot, and the parents work or they can't get here during the specific hours, they can come and take the items that they need when they need them. So as you can see, we have some great things. This is an excellent resource. We keep hats, mittens, gloves, scarves out here. You name it, we have it. People knit for us, and we just have some awesome items. So thank you to the community for supporting us on this all. Let's head inside. Okay, so we are inside. Welcome. I think you'll find that the center is a really amazing place. This is Irene. Irene is one of our awesome volunteers. She really helps so many people when she's here, and she's great at organizing. I needed her to come to my house, actually. Thanks, Irene. So yeah, if you guys want to come on in here, this is our children's section that we enter. We have everything, you name it, from shoes, all winter gear inside here, excess, all kinds of clothing. We keep everything separated by boys and girls and the age groups. So as you can see here, we have preemie clothes up here, kind of you name it, we have it. So when people come in, whether they're expecting or whether they are looking for back to school clothes, generally speaking, we can help. Some of you will see my post on Facebook. In fact, today I just put one up. We need girls 4T winter clothing. Again, I cannot stress enough how much the community has supported us and how many people we help through this center. So let's head this way. Different sizes, you can see. As we come in here, you'll see this is an additional coat section. In addition to what's outside, we do backfill out there as things go. Bedding, some miscellaneous baby things kind of all around. Bedding, it's crazy. It's so expensive. And when people need it for their kids and stuff as they're growing, getting into different beds, we really save them, so much money and help them out a lot with bedding. Everything here, towels, socks, underwear, you name it. Different adult size shoes. Like I mentioned earlier, I touched upon, we have a lot of homeless in the area that you don't necessarily see standing on street corners, always holding signs, but they are around. Sometimes they're staying in hotels, sometimes they're couch surfing. They can come in here and get the things that they need. People don't always have that $100 to spend on a nice pair of sneakers, but they can get gently used here, and it really goes a long way. It helps so much. So these are some women's larger sizes here. We're getting a little bit into the ladies section. Again, with Irene's help and the help of our other volunteers, everything is kept so organized. And we definitely make good use of the space, as you'll see here. So this is our women's room. So in the interest of keeping things neat, everything is marked by size. So when people come in and they say, I need a size, 12, everything is kind of segregated here by size, and it's very easy to provide things as needed. We help people also getting into treatment. So I get calls pretty frequently. Someone's going to go into a detox program. And what I do is I come in, I'll make up a bag of like 5 pairs of clothing for them. Very simple. I say, okay, size 16, grab 5 of these, some shirts, socks, underwear, and we send them. It's really helpful for people to get a fresh start with some fresh clothes. So that's a big part of what we do too. Women's, you can see, obviously very organized again, small, medium, large, XL, purses, and kind of everything in between here. So this is a great resource, and everything is free to anyone in need. So this all goes a long way. We'll take a look over here at the toy section. So toys, again, a very expensive thing. And this will be a nice segue into the fact that we run our holiday program every year. So Isaiah 58 runs Adopt a Family for the holidays. And I want to say this is going to be our 7th year. Last year, we supported 63 local families. And the reason that I started that program was every year we would see, come say February, everyone reaching out for rental assistance. And, having kids of my own, you just don't want your kids not to have a good Christmas. So if you have to choose between rent and Christmas gifts, unfortunately, that's a really tough decision for some people. They do the Christmas gifts and think they'll catch up later, and sometimes that's really tough. So we'll come over here now. We do have games and books here. Lexi, we're going to head in to come and talk to you, okay? Okay. So in here is the men's and boys room. This here is the men's and boys section, and Again, we always do need men's clothes because we go through a lot, but you can see we have a pretty solid supply going into the winter here. We were able to help so many families with back to school, and that is such a big expense for people every year. These kids grow so fast, you know. Another thing worth mentioning, backpacks are always a huge need for us, in addition to, for this time of the year anyway, the sub-zero sleeping bags. Like I touched upon briefly, we do have some folks right here in Salem living outdoors in tents and in cars especially, and it gets cold. And there was a gentleman I spoke with, he was here today actually, and there's not much room in a car for all of your belongings. I never really put that in perspective, but if I think about shrinking all my stuff and putting it in a car, it's crazy. So I had, my thinking is saying, it's emergency thinking. I'm saying, oh my gosh, she's cold. So I'm trying to give him a comforter. And he said, I can't fit that in my car. I have one sleeping bag now, but if there's any way that I could get a sleeping bag that's better for the cold. And he actually said, I'll donate this one back to you for someone else that needs it. So what I find too is these people that we are helping, they're so apt to take the little that they have and want to actually help other people. So it's really nice. A lot of the people that we work with give back and help us actively. So in short, always need backpacks, and certainly at this time of the year too, also could use those sub-zero sleeping bags.